Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of appropriate ages, this is the Daily Deucey podcast. Today is Thursday, February, September, fucking July, August, who cares? February 11th, 2021, just about creeping up on Valentine's Day. We'll see how that goes this Sunday. We have a kind of couple crazy stories. I'm saving the really craziest shit. We're kind of escalating towards craziest shit this time. But first worrisome and kind of crazy story is Matrix-style bracelets turn humans into batteries. In a move that will give chills to fans of the dystopian movie The Matrix, scientists have developed a wearable device that could use the human body to replace batteries. Fuck it, I'm fucking in already. Let's go. Echoing world domineering robots' use of enslaved humans in the 1999 cyberpunk movie, U.S. researchers at the University of Colorado Boulder have created an environmentally friendly gadget that harvests body heat and converts it into energy. Tech lovers could power their watches or fitness trackers by wearing a stretchy ring or bracelet containing thermoelectric chips that convert heat into electrical energy. The idea will sound familiar to lovers of the iconic film starring Keanu Reeves, where humans are trapped in the Matrix, a simulated reality. Like, who hasn't seen the fucking Matrix by now? If you haven't seen the Matrix and you're older than like 12, I don't know what to tell you, babe. I got Neo staring at me right now, okay? Thermoelectric devices can provide continuous power to wearable devices and could potentially replace batteries in the future. We hope this technology could at least partially solve the pollution problems of electronic waste. The devices generate about 1 volt of energy per square centimeter of skin covered. They need more research to increase the amount of power produced and allow for mass production. The gadgets could be on sale in 5 to 10 years. Just don't tell the robots. Yeah, that's going to be funny when the robots kill all of us. Listen, I want a fucking Tesla. I have solar panels on my house right now, which I'm pretty sure are covered in snow and ice, so they're probably not even working. I honestly don't even know if they work anyway. I get like these reports, and I guess they match up, and we're certainly saving money. But this is the way to go. Once they get Tesla batteries, so a Tesla battery is something that Tesla is creating with their solar panels that look like just regular like Spanish tile roof panels. But a Tesla battery is basically a gigantic battery you keep in like your garage or outside. It looks like one of those generators or whatever, but it stores enough energy to power your house for like a week, depending on how many batteries you get. So like that shit's going to be the future. Like relying on PSE&G and shit like that, especially for electricity, is not gonna be a thing much longer. Like when we have the solar panels now, and they're fine, but they only produce about half of our energy. Um, and that's kind of aggregate. So like in the summer, they produce almost all of it, but then we're also running more fucking shit. And then in the winter, it gets less sun, so it doesn't produce as much. But regardless, it does produce, it does work, and there's fucking millions of people that got solar panels now. So once Tesla or whomever, I just love Elon and Tesla, whomever creates solar panels that don't look like fucking solar panels, and you can pump that into a fucking battery. Like there are batteries available now, but my solar panels do not have one. So if the power goes out, I'm still fucked. But that's the way to go. I mean, this solar panels on cars, solar panels pretty much fucking everywhere. There's a story about how some fucking jerk off hacker wants green hackers to attack the Bitcoin network because it uses a lot of electricity and they want to just destroy that whole thing. Not to mention that most of the fucking Bitcoin that's mined is from China and they're actually using their hydro and they are using solar. So it technically doesn't even fucking add up on that. So first story of the day, quick hitter, 5 minutes, I guess not too quick, but renewable and solar is coming, and we should go to it. I'm not super huge on climate change. I know climate. It's funny how it's not global warming anymore. Now it's climate change because that's what people were saying. Like, well, the climate just kind of naturally changes over a while. And listen, pumping fucking toxic gases into the fucking air over and over and over and over isn't a good idea either. But America can't fucking punch itself in the face while other countries are just doing whatever the fuck they want. Okay. So we're actually going to go right into our Deucey blockchain crypto section. We're going to go some prices today. I haven't checked my account, but looking at these percentages, it's probably doing pretty good. Doge down another 6% today. I hope you guys are selling because Poppy Elon's not going to pump it too much longer. We have Bitcoin up 7% today, 47,987. Ethereum 1,800, even a 4% today, which I believe is another all-time high. Ripple back over 50%, up 7% at 53. And again, Doge down to 7 cents with a drop of 6% for the day. Now, a lot of people don't really understand Bitcoin and crypto at all. Like you had fucking Ray Kump go on Tim Dillon's podcast the other day and kind of make a fool out of himself. And I love both of them, but like people say things like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme and people don't know what it is and you can't even spend it. And like, yeah, that shit, well, it's not a pyramid. You don't spend it because that's not what it's for. When you say things like that, you end up kind of looking silly or at least looking, uneducated on this particular topic. Now, this topic isn't about fucking Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of them. It's more towards the blockchain and AC Milan, the soccer team from Italy, issuing its own token. And it's not a currency or anything like that, but the way they're using it is really kind of the cool ways that Ethereum tokens and blockchain is going to be used, not just for currency. So AC Milan fans use blockchain tokens to vote on soccer club motto. European football giant AC Milan debuts its ACM fan token with a vote on the club motto for the rest of the playing season. Italian football giant AC Milan has launched its own fan token, enabling fans to vote on a club motto for the season. According to the announcement, the club's ACM fan token is now live on fan engagement socios.com, which allows fans to purchase the token, which gives access to club polls, VIP rewards, super fan recognition, games, and chat forums. The token debuted trading at $6.68. So the token still it has a value, but this token now allows you to actually have a verifiable vote on things that happen. And it's like a VIP program, which you get perks and everything like that. And the more people that buy it, the more the token itself will be. But people aren't going to like sell their tokens because they're still going to want the interaction with the team. In a partnership with blockchain firm Chili's, is that like a flip off of the restaurant? Probably not in Milan. They probably don't have Chili's in Milan. I wonder if they do. I should look that up. AC Milan is debuting its ACM token with a team motto poll that will see ACM holders create and vote on a motto to inspire players for the rest of the 2020-2021 Series A playing season. The winning motto will be placed inside the first team dressing room at the San Siro Stadium. The poll is designed to provide over 500 million AC Milan fans around the world an opportunity to support their favorite football stars. They officially announced the plan on January 21 to help reach people during COVID. This company, Chili's and Socios, has made tokens for FC Barcelona, Juventus, and Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona fans used the token to vote on placement of a fan-designed artwork in the team dressing room, while Juventus fans had a chance to choose the club's new celebration song. So, like, these are kind of like, moot ways of, or that's not the right word, but like kind of easing into the blockchain use. Like these aren't like, we're not voting for the fucking president on blockchain, but honestly, each person having a verifiable blockchain address would make voting much, much better. Now, we have voting in this country where I don't believe I'm pretty sure it's like private. So I think that needs to go. I think, everybody's vote should be public so we see everything. But these companies are doing cool shit with blockchain that has nothing to do with currency, has nothing to do with government or anything like that. But instead of just a random poll where someone can go on and vote 15,000 times, I'll almost guarantee that either the teams or the leagues in this country, the NFL, the NBA, or whatever, will start releasing these tokens and then you will use that to vote on fucking all-star games and stuff like that. That I will almost lock it up, the Deucey lock it up section, that I will almost guarantee that that's going to be a thing now. Because anybody who's not familiar with AC Milan, Barcelona, Juventus, or Paris Saint-Germain, like those teams and clubs and businesses that they are just as big as the fucking Cowboys, the Yankees, the fucking Knicks. Like, they are gigantic organizations with just as much money, if not more, than most of the Americans' professional sports teams. Okay, so we're gonna kind of we're skipping all types of structure here. We're going right into our entertainment section now, which is kind of a weird one. Promising young woman kerfuffle goes on. Critics condemn apology to Carey Mulligan. After media coverage of a conversation, excuse me, I'm not trying to be inappropriate to anyone who has a stutter, sorry. After media coverage of a conversation between actresses Zendaya and Carey Mulligan, in which Mulligan delved into her qualms about a Variety review for Promising Young Woman and her appreciation for an apology that was later issued. We wish to register our alarm at Variety's shabby treatment of our colleague, the group said, the National Society of Film Critics. It is also calling for the apology on freelance critic Dennis Harvey's review to be taken down. Okay. Actually, good. Okay, I'm sorry for that. So, and I appreciate for the National Society of Film Critics published a statement Tuesday condemning the publications and this fucking chick's actions. So, the National Society of Film Critics wish to register their alarm at Variety's shabby treatment of their colleague Dennis Harvey. If Variety felt the language in Harvey's review was insensitive and insinuating, it had the option of working with him to fix that in the editing process before it ran. Variety could have acknowledged and responded to Mulligan's criticism, it said, rather than simply capitulating to and undermining its own critic. Mulligan first spoke out against the review in an interview published by the New York Times in December. In his piece, Harvey described Mulligan, who plays the lead, as a fine actress, before going on to say that she's a bit of an odd choice, as this is admittedly many-layered apparent femme fatale. After the New York Times article was published, Variety updated its website with an editor's note apologizing to Mulligan. The note said the publication regrets the insensitive language and insinuation that minimize her daring performance. Because Hollywood and TV and shit like that, there are no more daring performances. Just stop. No one cares about you any longer, okay? Controversy over the reviewer reemerged in late January after Zendaya asked Mulligan about it during a conversation for Variety's Actors on Actors series. I know recently you called out a movie review and their criticism and saying that it was sexist, and they ended up apologizing for it. This is where we're really getting into the meat here. Mulligan obliged, reports of the conversation that was circulated online. In an interview with The Guardian, the veteran film critic, Harvey responded. Okay. The veteran film critic said he was appalled to be tarred as misogynistic, which is something very alien to my personal beliefs or politics. This is really the best part. And I want to show you the picture here. These are like the guys. He looks like my gay uncle. I did not say or even mean to imply Mulligan is not hot enough for the role. He added, I'm a 60-year-old gay man. I don't actually go around dwelling on the comparative hotness of young actresses, let alone writing about it. Because, especially nowadays, the last person that you want to get fucking on your bad side is a fucking gay guy. Like, the sass that they're going to come back with you, and they're probably going to put that shit online, and you're going to have no recourses. That's why Tim Dillon is as popular as he is, because he's gay. So he says the most disgusting, misogynist, crazy shit on purpose to try to draw a rise. But then you can't say he's sexist or misogynist because he's gay. So Harvey also addressed the part of this review that reads, Margot Robbie is a producer here, and one can perhaps too easily imagine the role might once have been intended for her. Whereas with this star, Cassie wears her pickup bait gear like bad drag. Even her long blonde hair seems a put on. Cuz, I mean, that's not even sexist or misogynist. That's just a gay guy talking shit about your fucking outfit. Like, it's what it is, babe. If your shit's not on point, you're getting called out. Robbie is a producer on the film, and Margot Robbie is the hot chick from pretty much every movie that's made now, but Wolf of Wall Street. I mentioned her just to underline how casting contributes to the film's subversive content. A star associated with a character like Harley Quinn might raise very specific expectations, but Mulligan is a chameleon, and her very stylized performance keeps the viewer uncertain where the story is heading. He also acknowledged that he may not have made that sentiment clear in his review. The Film Critics Society said in defense of Harvey that Mulligan, like any artist, is within her rights to respond to criticism of her work, just as we are within our rights to assert that nothing in Harvey's review, which focuses on the actor's stylized presentation, not her attractiveness, supports her claim. Yeah, I mean, 100%. And, I mean, she's not super hot. Like, she's okay. She's okay. She's not Margot Robbie. And this has nothing to do with me because I'm a straight white male, so I'm just a piece of shit, and my opinion doesn't really matter. But there were a lot of women who used their hotness to their advantage for millennia. So there's going to be like a hot girl fucking revolution and pushback when all these people start trying to make that irrelevant. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to the local story now. And when I first read it, I was kind of looking one way in on it. And then after kind of digging deeper, it really went down a fucking crazy rabbit hole. Wyckoff residents reach accord after flying a Black History Month and gay pride flags. Let me get a picture of the flag. There it is. Okay. Residents of the Township Committee appeared to raise a flag of truce after a month of debate over what banners could fly from the municipal flagpole. The raising of a Black History Month flag last week at Town Hall drew praise from residents. However, the action was preceded by a month of debate over what should be flown and when. After 3 years of debate over the gay pride flag, the committee passed a resolution last summer to fly the Healthy Heart flag in October, the gay pride flag in June, and a breast cancer awareness flag in October, from a pole erected for the purpose by the library on Woodland Ave. There's no objection to the flags chosen then. I'm fine with that, dude. Like, I don't think we should be flying them above the United States flag, but let's show some appreciation. Gay pride flag, cool. The healthy heart flag, okay. The breast cancer awareness flag, fine. I mean, can we do like a testicular cancer awareness flag? Again, I'm being facetious. Joking. I'm a comedian, folks. Thank you. But it kind of gets a little crazy. So, a group of residents approached the committee in January seeking to have the red, green, and black Pan African flag flown to honor Black History Month in February. The petition is illustrated with the Black History Month flag eventually purchased by the township rather than the Pan African flag. There's no official Black History Month flag, so they basically blah blah. So there's no Black History Month flag, so they looked for the flag that would be good, and this is the one they came up with. And I'm cool with this flag. That's like if I'm cool with it, if black people are cool with it, let's let it fly. There's a lot of great people on the flag, and it says Black History Month. Well, super duper. I mean, it's a white flag, so but whatever. The crazy shit is here when they're talking about this Pan African flag. So, my very first thought was absolutely not. You're not flying another country's flag on a flagpole with your flag. Now, again, I don't know if they fucking put the Irish flag up for fucking St. Patty's Day or shit like that. So, regardless, that's how I felt right just first thing off the bat. My first thought, like, I don't really love them putting an African flag up in America. But then I went to like I didn't really I'm pretty sure it was like the red, black, and green flag, but I wasn't positive, so I went and I looked it up, and I found this here. So the Pan African flag, also known as the Afro American flag, Black Liberation flag, United Negro Improvement Association, other various names. So I'm like, all right, so it's not actually like a country flag. It was made in the 20s. I think Marcus Garvey had to do it. Yeah, designed by Marcus Garvey. So, I was like, that's still a little contentious, but it's not like another country's flag. It was a flag for, African American people. So then I was reading down a little bit. The flag was created in 1920 by members of the United Negro Improvement Association in response to the Coon song that became a hit around 1900. Every race has a flag but the Coon. Because when I first saw that, so while we have made leaps and bounds and strides that we're working towards racial equality and stuff like that, there's still plenty of problems in this country now. And especially, say, maybe up here in New Jersey and New York, stuff like that, where maybe racism is better than like in fucking Alabama. It might not be, whatever. But like, you don't really like. Nobody says coon around here. I'm sure people say coon in fucking Mississippi all the time. Like I very rarely even hear that word anymore. And it's a pretty, maybe not in Woodridge particular, but it's a generally diverse area around here. So it leads you to believe like some of these things that you hear were overblown or embellished or shit like that. And I'm sure some of them were. But then you hear about the Coon song. Every race has a flag but the Coon. Now, I'm going to play about 30 seconds of the song. I will get demonetized, but I don't make a monetization on here anyway. But this shit is wild. And you can go on YouTube and look up the entire song, and it's fucking wild. So let's take a fucking listen here real quick.
And what won't Yankees do for the old red, white, and blue? Every race has a flag but the Coon. He says now I'll suggest a flag that ought to win a prize. Just take a flannel shirt and paint it red. Then draw a chicken on it with two poker dice for eyes, and have it waving razors round its head. To make it quaint, you've got to paint a possum with a pork chop in his teeth.
This was like a popular song.
To give it tone, a big ham bone. You sketch upon a banjo underneath, and be sure not to skip just a policy slip. Have it marked.
I don't even know what 41144 means, and I don't even fucking, I'm like scared to even fucking look it up. But, Beb, like, like when you hear shit for reparations and all, like shit like that, like white people get fucking kind of bent out of shape and nervous about that shit, myself included. But then you hear this shit that was 120 years ago. Like, it wasn't that long ago. And that was a popular song in this country amongst many, many others. Like, there's a bunch of them. Like, it fucking blows my mind, dude. It really does. And maybe that means we're making progress, because I am physically the whitest fucking guy you can get. But, like, everyone should think that that's fucking out of hand. And I believe everyone does. So what I'll kind of end with on this is, if you're staunch against, BLM and stuff like that, and let's please separate the BLM idea and movement from the actual group. But if you're staunch against that and think that they have like no qualms whatsoever, search the Coon song on YouTube and see how many different fucking songs there are like this. It's fucking unbelievable. So we have made many fucking strides in this country and worldwide. And I didn't even get into the whole fucking national anthem thing with the NBA and Cuban pulling the fucking the national anthem, but I get upset when they pull the national anthem because I think you're not looking at the good things that this country does provide even still. But then you see shit like every race has a flag but the coon, which was like a number one hit in America. And you start to fucking see things a little different. I don't know what to tell you, babe. But we got to keep moving on. Uh, hopefully changes are being made, have been made, and people are starting to not be such big dicks. We'll see. Adios.